Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning into my devlog series where I cover my development process for the Last of Us Part 2 level design project. If you haven't watched the first two videos of this series where I give you an introduction about the project and also talk about the paper design, then please watch those videos before proceeding with this one. They should pop up on the top right hand corner of your screen right now. Also, make sure you use the link in the description below to join me on the Discord server to talk to me and others from the community directly. Right, so in this video, I shall be covering the 3D blockout that I constructed in Autodesk Maya. Like I mentioned in the first video, this step comes after drawing the level down on paper. It is a step where everything actually starts taking shape. It also helps the designer visualize and create the size of the environment based on how big the player character is. It also helps the designer consider where the various light sources for the scene shall come from and how they will influence the lighting in the scene. So this right here is the base blockout of the level, which means that all of the building and the rooms inside the building are all constructed, but none of the details inside are implemented. These details include tables, chairs, sofas, cupboards, and basically all the things that are meant to be populating the level. Like in the previous video, I shall be using Ellie as the player and Dina as the companion as examples to explain the scenario. Let's start with the room where Ellie and Dina shall be entering the scene from. This door over here is the point of entrance from where they enter the level. The floor breaks from their combined weight and they fall right through this portion as soon as they enter the building. Here's a quick tip for all level designers out there. If you want to use Maya for your 3D blockouts like me, make sure you use the mannequin which comes pre-installed with Maya. This mannequin is of the same size that most, if not all, software use to determine units and sizes of their environments. If I import this mannequin into Unreal Engine, it will be of the same height as the third-person character that comes with the engine. All you need to do to get this mannequin into your scene is to go to the Windows tab and then open the General Editor submenu and open the content browser. Over here you need to get into the Examples tab and then you will find a folder called Modeling, under which you will see another folder called Sculpting Base Meshes, and then open the Bipeds folder under that. In this folder, you will find different bipeds amongst which you need to double click on the humanbody.ma file. As soon as you do that, close the content browser and your mannequin will be there in your scene at the origin point. I highly recommend using this with every project because sometimes when you resize certain things in the engine, it causes a lot of physics related issues for your programmer to deal with. So taking this one extra step will save both time and energy during development. But yeah, moving on. I don't think I need to explain a lot about the design, since most of it has already been spoken about during the previous video. Hence, I'm gonna just give a very quick glance of the various rooms and talk a little bit about the lighting for each of these rooms. Let's start with this room itself, which contains both the start and the end goal of the level. The sources of light for this room come from 4 locations: the window, the 2 doors, and the hole in the wall. Hence, the directional light in the engine is going to be the main source of light for this room. Moving on. This is a room where the level actually starts for the player. It is a blockout of the section 1 from the paper design that was discussed in the previous video. As you can imagine, since this is a room located underground level, it cannot have any windows, and hence the only light source for this room comes from the broken ceiling. Ellie will also be forced to switch her torchlight on during the sequence. Getting on to section 2 of the level, it is pretty obvious that there is no external light source for this room. Hence, for this particular section, I decided to have the red glowing light sticks that can be found in the Tunnels chapter of the main game. Okay, so on to section 3. This is the point of entry from section 2, and this is where the player sets the ladder to get onto section 4 of the level. Again, there is no external light source in this section, hence the same red glowing light sticks from section 2 shall be used in this section as well. Right, moving on to section 4. After Ellie climbs up the ladder and opens this door, she is attacked by a runner. Dina quickly climbs up the ladder and kills it, hereby saving Ellie. So now that we are on section 4, we finally have some external light sources that light up this room. Section 5 is lit up by the 3 small windows in it, while section 6 has another window for its lighting. So that's it for all the interior blockout and lighting. Another thing I realized after the previous video is that I never explained how I'm blocking the player from jumping out the window in section 4 and basically breaking the flow of the rest of the level. I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to allow the player to jump out of this window in a very small section which is completely fenced. This small section could potentially hold some collectibles for the trophy hunters. The reasoning as to why fences would exist over there is that probably in the recent past, someone used this restaurant as their place to hide and tried to fortify all the windows. The presence of humans here also indicates how the red glowing sticks were also present in the basement. I'm going to have another small fenced section outside the window of section 6 as well. But yeah, that's it for this video. In the next video, I shall give a tutorial on blend materials by Megascans. That's going to be a good one, so please make sure you join me next week for that. Until then, make sure you hit the subscribe button to keep yourself updated with my progress and to get a notification on my future videos. And please do hit the like or dislike button below. It helps me judge the quality of my work and also helps me improve for the future. So that's been it. My name's Anuj. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.